What's up, my pilots? Angryponcho here. Welcome back to Celeste. After escaping the Mirror Temple, now it's time for us to reflect. This reminds me of the campfire scene in Chrono Trigger. Theo, you're awake! Am I? I'm skeptical. I had a messed up nightmare. Yeah, about that. Wait. Oh, yep, it's all coming back to me now. That actually happened. Thanks for getting us out of there. I'm glad we were in it together. I don't know if I could have done that alone. How long was I out for? It must have been a few hours. Man, what a ride. Tell me about it. Are you okay? I mean, aside from the existential crisis, yeah, I'm fine. Clearly this isn't a normal mountain. What's really going on here? I should have told you sooner. Back at the old ruins, a part of me escaped from a mirror. A part I'm not very proud of. I swear I dreamt it. You think the mountain made her real? Yeah. She's been haunting me the whole time. She lashed out at Mr. Oshiro. I think she was the reason the gondola stalled out. And she was there in the temple. Why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have gone into that temple if I knew what this mountain was capable of. I tried to stop you. You could have mentioned that your demon doppelganger was on the loose. Come on, Theo. You know how crazy this sounds. I didn't even believe myself. Okay. I understand. Next time, just talk to me, though. I promise I'll believe you. Okay. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Seriously, you barely know me. Honestly, you remind me of my sister. That's adorable. What's she like? Oh, you'd love her. Actually, you might not get along at first, but you'd eventually love her. She's a literal rock star. She's a musician? That's so cool. Okay, she's not literally a literal rock star. Alex is just amazing at everything. She's studying to be a civil rights lawyer. Wow. How do I remind you of her? You both live so deep inside your own heads. Oh. Alex has this amazing internal compass. It's obvious that she'll get where she needs to be. I can see that in you too. I wish I could say the same for myself. Who do you think built the temple? It looks ancient. It must predate everything else on the mountain. The resort, the ruins, the city. There's a lot of history here. Yeah. This mountain has meant so many things to so many people. I'm starting to understand why that crazy old lady lives here. Oh, you ran into her too? What's her deal? I think she's just a mean person. But she does seem pretty content living out here. Thank you, Theo. For believing in me back there, I mean. Believing in you was the easy part. I wish I could have helped. I was pretty useless stuck in that thing. You actually helped a lot. Honestly, I couldn't have made it without your support. Your sister sounds great. I really remind you of her? Are you kidding me? You're the one who's dead set on climbing this mountain, and you don't even know why. That's classic Alex. I'm just teasing you. Why are you climbing the mountain anyways? You're right. I don't even know why. I just had to get out of my head. I'm stuck in a cycle. You're preaching to the choir here. I've had many a soul-destroying day job. Work is fine, actually. I'm going crazy. I can't stop thinking about dumb crap that doesn't matter. My brain fixates on these stupid things that happened forever ago. I should be over them. None of it even matters. I'm good at keeping up appearances, but the truth is I'm barely holding it together. I'm sorry, that's pretty rough stuff. Can I help? You're already helping. It feels good to say it out loud. You don't talk to anyone about it? No, not really. My mom knows I get depressed and have panic attacks, but that's about it. No wonder you feel trapped. How do you cope with anything? I drink mostly, and get mad at people on the internet. How about you? What brought you to the mountain? I'm just kind of bumming around, as usual. I started this new job in Seattle. I thought I finally knew what I was supposed to be doing with my life, but I hated it. So I quit after a week and hopped a bus to Canada. I just felt this urge to get lost in the middle of nowhere. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize how flaky it sounds. It just sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. Not really. Everyone is so patient with me. Though, I guess I am putting a lot of pressure on myself. People always think I'm comparing myself to Alex, but I swear that isn't the problem. I'm just worried that I'll never figure out where I'm going. You said you wanted to feel lost. Maybe you should just embrace that for now. Maybe. Would you mind talking about what depression is like? It sucks. Yeah, but what does it feel like? Alex struggles with it too. I really want to understand. We can talk about something else if you want. It's like I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I can't see anything in any direction. It's claustrophobic, yet I feel exposed. I remember feeling normal, but now it just feels out of reach no matter what I try. Then again, I was probably always messed up. It just took something hurtful to bring it out. There must be something wrong with me. Whatever happened, I'm sure it's not your fault. I guess I thought that I could... I don't know. I'm just floating in this abyss, swimming in a random direction, hoping that I find something. That's really why I'm here. But I can't escape myself. I'm literally fighting myself the entire way. Maybe this is all pointless. Madeline, you just saved my life. That's not pointless. Yeah. Look, you're a good person. You're a little intense, but you're a good person. I think you're just trying to push out of that rut you're stuck in. And that's a totally legit reason to climb the mountain. Maybe. That's helpful. This part of you that's haunting you, maybe she comes with the territory. So you think I'm stuck with her forever? Well, she's stuck with you too. That's not helpful. So, you want to destroy this part of you? Won't that hurt you too? If I don't, she's just gonna keep bullying me. She says she's protecting me, but that's obviously not true. Maybe she thinks she is. She could be some kind of twisted defense mechanism. Honestly, who cares? She has so much control over me. I hate it. Maybe you can learn to control her instead. The feather helps a lot. Thanks for teaching me that. Just one of my grandpa's many nuggets of wisdom. Are you close to your grandpa? Yeah, I was. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. That's just how it is. All I can do is stay positive. And live a meaningful life, because that's what he would want. I'm so sorry, Theo. Thanks. What else did you learn from your grandpa? So much stuff. Actually, he was the one who told me about Celeste Mountain. He always said that this place changed his life. After I quit my job in Seattle, I realized just how close I was to it. It felt like he was telling me to come here. Grandpa said that the mountain was special. Do you think he went through the temple like us? Do you think he understood the power of the mountain? We never talked about what happened here. I doubt your grandpa was as messed up as me. His experience was probably less violent. He found the mountain before I was born. I don't know what he was like before that. I wonder what he learned about himself here. Why not take a vacation instead? What do you mean? Dude, you needed a change, so you chose to climb a mountain. Why not do something relaxing instead? Go to Hawaii, or like, take a bath. She just blinks like, are you fucking... I guess I feel like I need to accomplish something. It sounds like you have enough on your plate already. I guess it is kind of extreme. But that's how I am. I need something to challenge me. And I can't just do something a little bit. It's all of me or nothing. Foreshadowing. You know what? I want to remember this night. Let's take a selfie. I thought you'd never ask. Look at them! They're bonding by sharing their emotions openly and honestly, and becoming closer friends. Also, Madeline is so pale. You know, despite everything, I feel pretty good right now. Wait a second. You're gonna reach the summit tomorrow. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to put this all behind me. I'll be cheering you on. We should get some sleep. Okay, good night, Theo. Thanks for being cool. What can I say? It comes naturally. What a cute little scene. Also, you only get the selfie dialogue if you actually go through enough of the conversation for them to become better friends. Isn't that cool? And now we get the golden feathers. The first instance of, like, analog stick movement. And these are kind of tricky. Because they really let you control... Oops. They really let you control the exact direction you want to press. There's a whole lot of movement optimization you can do with them. The northern lights are so beautiful. Yeah, they are. Where are we? We need to talk. Okay. I finally understand who you are. You're not my true reflection. I'm not? You're everything I need to leave behind. You're cruel, paranoid, controlling. Why would you say that? No, it's okay. I understand now. I don't need you anymore. So you're just abandoning me? I'm setting you free. We'll both be so much happier. You're so stupid! You think you can just leave me behind? You think you can blame everything on me? You think you're above me? Answer me! Calm down, please. Calm down? Breathe, Madeline. Use the feather. You're going to think about a feather to stop me? You are not above me, and you can't climb this mountain. It's time to accept that. Madeline, what's happening? And down, down, down we go. It just keeps going. And we're sunk all the way back down. One of the YouTuber I saw playing this game pointed out something interesting to me, which was that this, for this being kind of your metaphorical and literal low point, it sure does look nice down here. It sure is tempting just to give up and say, you know what, maybe I won't climb that mountain, maybe I'll just stay down here. This chapter is different than the others in that it doesn't have any strawberries in it. And it also has these Kevins, which are these blocks that you can bonk around. I don't know why they're called Kevins, but that's what the community calls them, so I guess I'll perpetuate it. This chapter also... Oh, I didn't get him soon enough. That's fine. And... Oh, oh, no. Oh, there we go. So now we make it up here to the Sadness Zone. Look at the background with these crazy crystals and things. The parallax in these levels is really cool. For those who don't know, parallax is when you have multiple depth, oh god. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I can't pronounce that word. I've never been able to figure it out. There are multiple depths of field, basically, where, for example, this waterfall right here is in the foreground, and then you have stuff that's right in line with Madeline. So this little background bit and the little foreground bits, they're kind of attached. And then behind them you have that purple worm thing back there with the crystals sticking out. And then behind that you have like the skybox. And the four of those all move when Madeline moves to in one direction. But they move at different speeds and kind of slide past each other. With the stuff that's closest to the foreground, like the waterfall, you can see it moves even relative to the stuff that's in the layer behind it. And so they all the stuff that's closest to you moves the fastest, and the stuff that's farthest away moves the slowest. And it all adds together to give this really convincing looking effect of like the depth of background going past. It's very cool. Ooh, a rock. I was so close. It's over now. Why won't you leave me alone? I hate her. But she's part of me. I'll never be able to get rid of her. And she was right. I couldn't climb the mountain. And you do that sad thing where you sit in the water and just the top half of your face is sticking out. And you just kind of blow sad bubbles. That's the vibe I get from that. Alright. Now we got some optional stuff to show here. Oh, no. Kevin, I need you to come down here, bud. There we go. Ah! Good news is, even if you get crushed, the damage he does to the environment is permanent. Ironic, right? So this is still open down here. There it goes. I was waiting for the music to start. Whoops. Not a super hard B-side. It's a little tricky in the middle where you have to use those extra dashes just to get more airtime, because there's 4 platforms in a row that are pink. And that slows you down quite a bit. You can't just rush across all of them at once. So the actual path forward is to go to the right here, but there's another thing that I want to show you up here. So we gotta do a little high-stakes parkour. And of course there's a nice sign telling us what direction we should be going. Oh, this is familiar. You may recognize these colors. I'm going to turn on a picture I took in Act 1, which is the birds. The directions that they go tell us what directions we should be dashing in. But now we have a new order determined by those crystals. So let's try it out. White, purple, blue, red, purple, yellow. Hey, we got the first crystal. Take a drink of my water here. It has been so dry lately, my throat has been getting sore just from snoring at night. So the first one's easy, right? We just do the pattern that the crystals tell us based on the directions the birds did. We can remember that, we can figure it out. Now the rest of these, this is one of the points of the game where Celeste stops being a cool platformer and becomes a weird puzzle game. And I don't think that they really conveyed the puzzle solutions as well as they had hoped. So this symbol here is meant to tell us to switch left and right. So we do the same thing we did before, except we switch left and right. And there it goes. And then this one tells us to switch up and down. That wasn't right. It was right, actually. Voila. And then the last one is destroyed, or gone, so we don't really know what to do. Honestly, I don't know how you're supposed to guess this. I guess just try shit, but it's a little unclear to me. There should be a poem or something here to give you like a hint as to what this is all supposed to be. But for this fourth one, you have to do the opposite direction. So if instead of going up left, you go down right. And that's the same as switching up and down and left and right. So if you kind of put the two of these together, you get this one. But it's not really clear. I don't think so, at least. But doing it gets us the crystal heart and its sound effect. Which is ever enjoyable. So despite not having any strawberries, this level does still have its secrets. In fact, it has an even bigger secret later on that I will struggle to show you, but I will show it to you. Now we get to do a little Kevin core. It's like parkour, but with Kevins. Not to be confused with purrcore, which is cat parkour. We have to get our launch from both of those Kevins, or at least from the second one. And now we have the option to either go up over this ridge or down under this ridge to either of these two rooms. There's two separate paths that you can take here, and some of these rooms are a lot easier than others. IMHO. So if you're stuck on one, just backtrack and try going the other way. Oh god, why would you why would you give me these wiggly bumpers? So now we've got golden feathers and what I guess are like pinball bumpers. They have some interesting properties. Anytime you get near them, they blast you away. If you blast into them with a dash, you get like a huge bounce off of them. and the end result is that you get a ton of distance out of it, but there's sort of a timing with it as well. You can also just chill on top of them forever if you manage your X coordinate to be above them when you hit them. So they can make some levels easier if you can get into a position where you can chill for a second and look at the solution. No, thank you. I just saw lots of spikes and decided to go the other way. Oh, looks like I need a launch off the Kevin. Apparently a Kevin launch gives me back my... No. How do I retain my dash? Did I briefly land on top of the Kevin? Alright. Crushed. I think this might be the hard room. It's tough to get the side dash and then end up at exactly the right height. I did get my dash back there. What was that? I don't know how I got my dash back. There's a mechanic there I don't fully understand, apparently. The game is remarkably consistent in how it behaves, so if something weird is happening, it's probably because there's something that you don't know about. Like, I've found that these bumper guys, if you kind of jump over them, you get... Oh, I had it. If you jump when you come off of them, you get extra bounciness. Yeah, if I don't retain the momentum from the first one, I gotta get an angle. So going off the bumpers gives you your dash back. I know that. But in that other room, I got it back before touching the bumpers. Okay. I'm just gonna dash across this room. Yeah, no thanks. Let's do this one. It's marginally easier. Whew. Man, those feathers move really quick. And it's quick enough to make you think, like, oh, oh, interesting. He opened a path. I tried to jump. Is the path still open, or...? Okay, I guess his stuff respawns in these rooms. Okay, I need to get to the right side of this one to get launched in that direction. Let me see if I can... Oh, okay. Fucking sweet, dude. And the fact that bouncing off them gives you your dash back means that those rooms are more forgiving than they look. You get a lot of time in the air to manage your position. And of course, any of those feathers that are in bubbles, you have to dash in order to pick up. I don't know if I ever actually said that. Still got this. The bumpers give you quite a bit of bounce, so... Oh, okay, here comes the hard part. Hey, Granny. Oh, hello again. Of course you're here. Calling it quits, I see. No, I fell. It's over. That's probably for the best. The mountain doesn't pull any punches. Yeah, I get it. I wasn't strong enough to climb your stupid mountain. You can laugh at me if you want. I didn't mean actually laugh. Sometimes you gotta know when to throw in the towel. You'll get over it. You know what? I had a lot of time to think climbing out of this cave, and I'm already over it. That part of me was right. I can't do this. I'll just go home to my sad life and be miserable forever. You clearly aren't over it. Shut up, I know. I don't want to give up. But no matter how hard I try, she sabotages me every step of the way. A lot of kids come here to climb this mountain only to give up. It's a shame that you fell. I was starting to think you'd make it. What makes me so special? I've never met someone so angry at themselves. Honestly, I thought you'd reach the summit just despite yourself. Gee, thanks. This girl you talking about, it sounds like she's holding you back. Talk to her. Figure out why she's so scared. You think she's scared? I guess I never thought of it that way. Stop wasting both our time and ask her. What have you got to lose? I don't know how to find her. She's part of you, right? If you look for her, she won't take long to find. So you know about the mountain's power? Of course I know. I live here. I tried to warn you. You need to work on your messaging. A glimpse at the truth is good for people, even if most can't accept what they see. There's no shame in running back to your car and driving away. Someday you'll be ready, then you'll come back. No, I'm gonna see this through. No more running. I thought so. Good luck. How can you stand living here? Isn't it hard to deal with this all the time? It's true, you never really get used to it. But it keeps me sharp. I like that about it. But the mountain is so confrontational. Sure, it doesn't beat around the bush. Celeste Mountain is a place of healing, dear. The first step of healing is confronting the problem. It's never easy. Tell me about it. Okay, bye, Granny. Alright. I'm gonna fail a lot in this next part, so just get ready for that mentally. This is optional, and it's a secret. It's like a secret, like an Easter egg, not a strawberry or a heart. And it requires some tech that we haven't actually learned yet. So I'll explain it down here before I have to do it in the hard part. But when you dash upward next to a wall, I've already explained how you can get a wall bounce. That was a regular kick. You can get a wall bounce that gives you crazy height like that. And you can do some really cool corner kicks that you didn't think were going to be possible. Like you can get all the way up here with one dash, stuff like that. Well, if you do that here, you can actually get up to the very top like this and go to the next screen. And now, oh boy, we've got things to do. So, on the options menu, under controller configuration, you can see I have two jump buttons. I'm using a Switch Pro controller, and I have B and Y both on jump. And then dash is A. And if you scroll all the way down here to crouch dash, or demo dash, I have that on X. So what that means is, if you can imagine where these buttons are now. Oh, I still have those fucking birds on the screen, don't I? Go away, birds. Sorry about that. If you, oh, okay, I guess we're doing the dash again. The super is really easy with this button layout. You put your finger on the A button to dash, and then you kind of roll your thumb to the jump button, and you get your super. Easy. Hypers are a little harder, but you can do them by doing the same thing with your crouch dash button. And if you have a second jump button, well, you can roll your finger over to that one the same way. Second jump button also lets you do those corner kicks that we've talked about, where you jump, and just barely clip the corner. I think that one's too high. So let me show you like what a super looks like, right? You get something like that, and you can see how high Madeline goes, and about how far, right? Sometimes you get a really clean one, you get a little extra speed or a little extra distance from a coyote time or whatever. And then if you do the extended ones, where you dash a little along the ground before you jump out of it, you get your dash back part way, and you can really cover some distance. Well, if you do the same thing with a crouch dash, you get a hyper. Faster and lower. So you don't get the same height, but you get one of these, and it goes farther horizontally. And if you time those correctly on the ground, you can get your dash back on those too, and that's an extended hyper. You need to do a wall bounce and an extended hyper to get up to this area. So, So we have to do a wall bounce off that little corner right up there, and then grab onto that little corner above it. And then this is a secret. And then I need to do an extended hyper to get to that space over there, and then dash up. I failed the hyper. Like I said, this will take a few tries. Okay, that time I got the hyper and I missed the dash. That was not an extended hyper. I didn't regain my dash. Which just means I didn't spend enough time on the ground before hitting the jump button. And you really got to get like a max height wall bounce in order to grab this. Now, again, that was a hyper, but not an extended hyper. But I didn't get my dash back. And you can see the timing difference between getting an extended hyper and not getting a hyper at all is pretty tight. Yeah. I'm going to stop talking and just attempt this for a moment here. I won't be cutting anything out. This is totally just like a secret Easter egg room, but I think it's cool, so I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so I need a hyper, an extended hyper, into a dash up. Yeah. So the difference between a hyper and an extended hyper, or a super, an extended super, is how quickly you jump after you dash. Because if you jump straight away, you get blue hair through the air, right? Like that. But if you wait longer on the ground, you get your dash back right before you jump. And that's what we're trying to do here. Except with the crouch dash, so it's even faster along the ground, which makes it a little harder to time. Good hyper, not an extended hyper. Yeah, and I think you really have to nail the hyper because you cannot diagonal dash through that gap. It's too narrow. This is tech that you need to beat, like the C sides of some of these levels, so if you really feel like hammering your head against the wall, or if the rest of Celeste has been too easy for you so far, try to go for this. Alright, I need to practice. Da-da, 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 da-da. Okay. I just need to know the timing for the extended hyper and I can do it. Da-da. Yep, that's it. Now I just gotta nail the dash. Da-da. Nope, that was too slow. Oh! Okay, I had the extended hyper, but the dash was late. I promise this is worth it. Da-da. Oh! Just an instant late. Da-da. Yeah! Alright. Check it out! This is the real campfire scene room right here. So you got all these people from other games. So the archers are from Towerfall. And then over here you have someone. And this is someone. And then you have Super Meat Cube from Super Meat Boy. Or Super Boy. Meat. He's there. And then there's Bat from Final Fantasy X. So that's cool. I don't know any of these fuckers' names, but there you have it. Now you know about supers and extended hypers and fucking secret rooms in Celeste. What's cool is, now that I've established that hypers are a thing, I can use them in this next room, and it's going to make some of these sections a little easier. Because hypers give you an insane amount of horizontal distance if you've got open room, You just like, you can go across huge gaps that you wouldn't otherwise think would be possible. Following Kevin. Okay. Oh, hello. Wait a second. Aha! Secret hole in the ground. I think there's another one down here too. Yeah. You get checkpoints occasionally in this room, even though it's one big room. You have to kind of scooch over and then stop scooching. Oh, don't push back though. Plunk. I love that the sound gets muted when you're underwater. Look at all these spooky purple tendrils. I wonder what that could mean. Anyone else getting flashbacks to that one level in Ninja Turtles? Come on, Battlein, I want to talk to you. Stop with the spooky hair. I'm not going to give up. Gotta take a drink of my drink before this next part. Looking for me? I thought you were done with me. That was a mistake. I'm sorry. You think you've got it all figured out. You think you don't need me. I said I'm sorry. We need to move past this. You expect me to trust you? You aren't innocent here either. But I know you're scared. Look, we're at rock bottom. There's no point in fighting. I can keep digging. I could pull us down to the center of the earth. What would be the point? Let's climb out of here. Together. Come close to me and I'll make you regret it. And now we are chasing the Battlein. Ah, don't get squished. And she's firing... I don't know what those little orbs are, but they're cool. I really love the effects and the music in this section. And then Battlein starts firing the fucking lasers at us. Hyper! Oh, I didn't quite reach! How embarrassing. Missing on a called shot. Oh, I guess a hyper doesn't quite reach there if you don't have momentum. Oh well. Oh, you little... pooping out one of those little balls when I get close. She changes her patterns sometimes based on how far away you are from her when it's next time for her to attack. So sometimes you gotta get a little tricky. Oh fuck. But, goodness gracious. Generally you want to stay aggressive and just try to get close to her as quickly as possible. And if you can do it quickly enough on a lot of these stages, you can do it before she gets a single opportunity to attack. Like that. And just do the bum rush. Oh! Okay, this one might be a hyper. Yeah, look at that. Go straight to her. Anytime you gotta cross a big horizontal distance quickly, you just... Whoop. Ah. Aha. Ah! Gotcha. Also, I love the music in this level. And once you're close enough to her, you become invincible to her attacks. So, if she's about to blow a bubble at you, a lot of the time you can avoid that just by, yeah, Jumping right into her. Okay, hyper there makes you hit the ceiling, so I'm just gonna go over. You kind of get, like, sucked... Oops. Okay, now that one I know can be a hyper. You kind of get sucked into her once you're close enough. See what I mean? Now we gotta go golden feather mode and dodge the lasers at the same time. Hey-ya! The music in this section is so good. I love how it glitches out whenever you hit battling. Let's say I know I hyper when I see one, but you gotta be quicker about it. Oh! Overshot. Also, you get your dash back anytime you hit her, so that does give you the opportunity to recover from a lot of these bounce backs that she shoots at you. And there's definitely some patterns to learn here, but for the most part, you're just going to be like, when you're falling down, you're alternating directions. I did you a favor! You aren't a mountain climber. I'm just trying to help you! None of this would have happened if you had listened to me. Gotta get a boost off of this one. Jump over the spikes. Okay, super to this platform. And now we get into crazy physics town, where the platforms are going up and down. Took my eye off of Madeline. Just like laser focused in on that. The height that you get from bouncing off of some of these platforms really can throw off your groove too. So just be ready for that. I think she switches to laser once you get close enough here. No? Not in this room, I guess. I love getting that hit right before she's gonna fire the laser. It really makes you feel like you kind of snuck in like that. Oh! Yeah, you gotta dash into that bumper to get enough bounce to the right to reach that other side, I believe. So that's what I was going for there. I know it looks like I just hilariously dashed straight into spikes. No, I didn't want to dash off the wall. Bugger. Always good when you find a new way to fail at something. Oh! I hit it too high and it bounced me up into the spike. I almost feel like it could just go... Like it could just ignore the bumper for that room, but I'll try it one more time. Ugh! The overcorrection. Luckily, the music in this section is absolutely amazing, so if you're stuck in here for a little while playing it, at least you get to hear that more. Bye! The room doesn't let you scroll down unless you've already hit battled in, so don't try and cheese it. It's just a death pit until she says otherwise. Okay. Oh no, you asshole! She blasted me at the last second. Ugh. I thought I could get onto that platform next to her. I wonder if I should just go horizontal on that dash. Nope, diagonal reaches. Just gotta get the timing right. Oh my gosh. The feather movement is surprisingly hard when you're trying to juke a laser. Because you've got to get yourself some extra wiggle in order to throw off Badlan's aim. Whew, that was close. Fine. You win. I guess you don't need me after all. If you want me to go away, I'll try. That's not what I want. I need your help now more than ever. Please, let's work together. Work together? You're joking, right? It's okay to be scared. Oh, look at that self-loving. She's embracing all of herself, even the parts that she's not really comfortable with, and the parts that she's not sure about, and the parts that scare her. Nevertheless, it's all a part of her. In therapy, we call that a level up moment. And now we have pink hair! And 2 dashes. We are now the queen of the mountain. Double dash powers means we go wherever the hell we want. We climb all these crazy gaps that would be otherwise impossible. How did we do that? If we can climb like that, maybe we can still reach the summit. You still want to climb the mountain? Why would we go back up there? Oh, it's good to see you two playing nice. Hey, thanks for talking some sense into me earlier. Don't mention it. I'm glad I could still be useful every now and then. Madeline! Madeline, your jacket! Madeline, you're okay. I ran down to help, but it looks like you're doing fine. Thanks, Theo. Honestly, maybe that fall was what I needed. Is this the part of you were talking about? She's like an adorable goth Madeline. Hi. You were right, Theo. I shouldn't be afraid of her. If her and I work together, I think we can still finish the climb. It should be she and I. That's so rad. Wait, no. I didn't agree to this. You said we'd talk about things first. You're right. I understand that you're scared, but we both know that this is something we want to do. We have to try one last time. Yeah, you got this. I don't know. We were so close and then we, fell. The mountain tore us apart. Yeah, that happened. But I have to believe that we can put that behind us. I have to believe that we're capable of this.
It's not a bad idea. It'll still be difficult, mind you. But I'm amazed you got as far as you did, butting heads like you were. I reckon you can make it if you cooperate.
Okay. I'll try.
Can I help?
You've already done so much for me.
Let me hold your bag at least.
Good idea. This won't take long. Oh, it's so fucking exciting. Next chapter, chapter 7, is the summit. And it is my favorite level. It's also the longest and hardest level. But I love it. It feels so fucking triumphant. Well, this was quite an episode. Quite a lot of talking. My throat is quite sore now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying this Let's Play. It's a full clear, because there's no strawberries. Just a heart and the tape. And next episode, the summit.